Yep.
What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 18 of the Fielder's Choice podcast. I am Dan Field, coming to you live from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. All the way to the left, we got Matt Giblin, and in the middle, we got Mrs. Angie Santamaro. What is up, guys?
What's
Happy
up?
Sunday. How are we doing?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. What's going on?
Oh, a whole
You
lot.
got all the big news.
Well, kind of big news, but yeah, doing the show from Chatham, the Cape Cod, Chatham, Massachusetts, down here for the Cape Cod Classic baseball tournament that's held every year. Fantastic tournament. As always, weather was great, although it did rain Friday night, which was a little scary. A couple of the fields had to be worked on in the morning.
Oh, no.
And we had some delays in a couple of the games, which was unfortunate. But so the 28 plus division, there's a 45 plus division. I played in the 45 plus division with the Middlesex Thunder. We went 0-2 in the pool play, and we thought we were going to be eliminated, but we had a great run differential. So the tiebreaker is based on runs allowed and runs scored. And it turned out three other teams went 0 for 2. So we actually got the 6th seed. So it's top 7.
Okay.
And then 8 and 9 get the consolation game. So we got a pretty good seed. And we had to play the Worcester Stars, who were 2-0, and they hadn't given up a run yet in the tournament. And then, so the first game today, if you lose, you're out. So we played the Worcester Stars. I think we took a lead, and then they tied it, and then they were up 2 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs, nobody on, and we rallied to score 4 runs with 2 outs, and ended up winning 7-5, I think.
Oh,
which is crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went back to Veterans Field, which is pretty close to where we're all staying, for the semifinals. We went up 4-1. They tied it 4-4 in the 6th or 7th. In the 6th, actually, I think. And then in the top of the 7th, we ended up scoring 2 to go up 6-4, I believe. Was it? Yeah, 6-4, and ended up winning by 2. So, yeah, a couple of crazy games, and it's going to be a rematch with us and the Townies. They went undefeated in the tournament. We actually played them in game 1. I umped that game. I think I told you guys. I umped the first game.
Yeah.
Which was cool. Kind of conflict of interest, considering I was playing in that division as well.
A little bit.
But it worked.
But there's
out.
a shortage, so it happened.
Yeah, and it was great because I got to scout them out while I was umpiring. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, most of the guys playing the BMBL, I know them all anyway.
Right.
So we're playing them tomorrow at 9 a.m. For the championship
right.
rematch.
Where at?
Veterans Field. Yep.
Did you play at Stony Brook yet? That's my home turf.
We didn't play there this year. I think we played there last year. We played at Brooks, Veterans, Freeman's, and then Veterans again tomorrow. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. So.
What about the younger division, D?
So the Cowbells, they're going back to their defending champions. They got a bunch of studs in their team, former pro players. I heard they had one guy that hit like a 425-foot home run.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I believe it.
But there was a couple of close games. They won by a run. 2 of their games, I think. So they're going back to the finals, and they're going to play the Middleborough Rays, the Maka Rays, who are the defending champions in the 18 plus division. In the BMBL. So 28 plus. I'm definitely going to live stream the 28 plus. Since I'm playing in the 45s, probably won't be live streamed, but we'll see if I can figure something out. But
Good stuff.
that's
Just
where
stick
we're
it
at.
on. Leave it.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we we lost so we could relax tonight and kind of party.
No
And
partying for you.
And I'm in Jono Gallagher's room. He was so gracious to offer me his room since.
Jono.
He wants to do fireball shots to start the show.
Of course he does. That's how he wants to start everything.
Yeah.
First day of school.
If I do that, we
Fireball.
might not finish the show. So I don't know about that. But what's up with you guys?
Jono comes to the 100 innings.
Jono can't make the 100 innings this year. Yeah,
What?
he's going to visit your brother. You can talk. It's okay.
Yeah, my brother.
Dude, which
going
brother?
To ACL.
He's going to he's going to Austin.
Austin City Limits.
Which?
Yeah.
Go see the Strokes headlining.
Which brother you said?
My middle
Which brother?
Middle brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
So, but all right, I'll talk to Adam about this later. But
Oh
no.
yeah, not Adam. My middle
Yeah,
brother.
no. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wow, Jono. This is a hell of a way to learn this information.
Yeah, he can't hear. So he's delayed. He's watching from his phone. I have so he can't hear what you're saying
Yeah,
live.
it's probably best. That's
yeah,
okay.
It's probably best. She says that you can't hear what she's saying live. But what's up with you guys? Anything good this week?
It's quiet
School
weekend,
started.
man.
Yeah.
You right back home, Gib?
Yeah, the other night I did a couple of games last weekend before. Something I want to throw by you guys too that happened in an 18 game that I did the other night. But other than that, it's been a nice and quiet weekend.
Do you want to run it by us now, or?
Yeah, so I think it was about the fifth inning. The teams can remain anonymous.
Sure.
I love when stories start this way.
Of course. But their catcher, they had a 9-man lineup, and their catcher got hurt midway through the game. I don't know what inning. It was maybe the bottom of the fourth, maybe. He got hurt. And, of course, he was due up to hit the following inning. I guess he was scheduled to hit second. He was the third hitter. So I was unaware of this. Of course, they never announced it or anything. And then sure enough, the kid who was hitting after him made an out. And this is where it gets confusing. Not the other team came out to protest that basically they had batted out of order, but their own team, their own coach came out to tell me that they had batted out of order. To say I was confused and is an understatement. So he came out and said that his team had batted out of order, and I believe he was looking for the out not to count. I'm not really sure. But I had to get together.
That's not how that works, buddy.
I had to get together with my partner to basically figure out what to do, because the kid who had batted out of order made an out.
So it's 2 outs, right? Because it's an automatic out, and then he made an out. So it's 2 outs.
He made an out. So if he hadn't told us anything, he would have just maybe had the 1 out and nothing would have happened. Instead, he came out, protested it, and lost an out, and then tried to complain to us that that's what happened.
Wow.
Like, there's no take backsies.
Was he hoping his honesty would get him rewarded with?
Like a redo?
Bizarre.
What?
Dude. Just bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, they did. Well, the kid wasn't going back in the game, right? So there's an automatic out.
The catcher had left.
That's what I'm saying. So it's an automatic out for skipping him, and then he made an out. So they didn't bat out of order necessarily,
Hey, Jono.
but you didn't count the out,
Jono.
and then he made an out.
They didn't announce that there was no one
correct.
hitting in the third slot, which was his
Take it from my
mistake.
phone.
Right.
He would
Right.
have just got the out anyways, and then
Yeah.
Right.
Put
So
it
it would have been
put
2
it
outs
in
anyway.
that-
Regardless,
get
would have
that
been 2
thing.
outs.
I forgot to charge that. Thanks.
Ben was
But,
pretty
like,
adamant that he would.
Why
he knew what
call
the
that on
rules-
yourself?
Yeah. That's
Yeah. No,
very strange.
that's not. No. No, that's not how that works.
That's strange.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Odell says the same thing. Yeah, I would have been out in place of the catcher who was supposed to be hitting, and then he made an out, 2 outs. Yeah.
Yep.
Did that team end up losing, I assume?
As a matter of fact, I think they won. They came back and won, of course.
Which
wow.
makes it even more comical.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
okay.
Wow. So yeah, speaking of that, actually, playoffs. So I'm pretty sure it's the end of the season, or close to it for most most teams. I think there's a couple of games in the BMBL. I'm talking about specifically a couple makeup games that still need to be played, and I think the seeding is still being determined in a couple of the divisions, and then we start playoffs. I believe next week, which is crazy. It's crazy.
It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Quick season.
I
Always
know,
is.
it's felt that way.
Always is.
Yeah, I haven't had
Always
anything
flies by.
scheduled, so I've just been hanging.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, besides doing this tournament, and I sent a text to Walter to see if I was going to get any playoff games. No response. So I guess that was my answer.
No playoff games
yeah.
for you, Daniel.
Yep. Nope. Well. Oh well.
Well, here we are. Back to our regularly scheduled doing.
Yeah, but speaking of umpires, Steve Pinner, actually an umpire, has been an umpire for a long time. In addition to being a long tenured member of the BMBL, he's been around since the very beginning. What's that?
One of the longest.
Yeah, probably the longest. He's been around since the very beginning. I think 1993. It started, and he was part of it. He just finished his 300th game. Last game of this season was his 300th total game in the 18-plus division. I think the only player to play in the 18-plus division since the beginning of the BMBL, since it started, which is crazy. Even Brett Rudy can't say that he's played that long, and Brett's
quite the stat.
Yeah,
quite the.
So it's pretty cool, and he's our special guest for tonight. Are we ready to bring him in?
Bring him out.
All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Steve Pinner.
Thank you.
Welcome to
Thanks for having me.
Well, of course, welcome to the show. Down here in the Cape, I'm a little discombobulated because I'm not in my normal setup, but we're excited to have you. We wanted to make sure we had a show, and we're very honored to have you here. If you could please introduce yourself, that would be fantastic.
Well, I'm Steve Pinner, like you said. I've been with the BMBL since day one, when 30 of us showed up at Cleveland Circle on Memorial Day of 1993. And we just chose sides to form two teams. And it all started from there. And I've never left.
That's incredible.
That's crazy.
I played for 13 teams in that time. Mostly because teams fold from time to time. And all those years, there was only one time that I willingly left a team to join another one. So I think at 13, I've also got the record for playing for the most teams in the 18-plus division.
Yeah,
but
you might even have Terrio.
That was not necessarily
I was
intentional.
gonna say, what's Terrio's? What's his stat? We got to figure that out. How many teams has he been on?
He's just collecting.
On the
jerseys.
BMBL website, there used to be someone who identified as the stat geek. I don't know who that was or if that person is still around, but I was the answer to that trivia question at one point. I think when I was at 11.
I think I'm gonna ask that. Was that Brett that calls himself that? Because he's all about 400 hitter, always has been, and he was part of the creation of that with Mike Ganley. They wrote out all the procedures and when he was first creating that whole site. So it could be Brett. I don't know who else it could be, but yeah.
Steve, do you still have all 13 jerseys?
No, I know there was 1 year where I only appeared in one game for each of two teams, and I gave away my Reds jersey to someone who joined mid-season. And then there was a team, the Diamondbacks, that I made one appearance for and didn't even have my own jersey. They loaned me one, and I didn't end up being invited to stay with the team.
Wow.
So I think I have the other 11.
Bad collection.
I definitely have the original Phillies one from '93.
So,
Because
Phillies.
there was no Facebook post, I imagine, that said, "Hey guys, come on down Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna have a game." So how did that happen?
I was working for State Street Bank, and one of my coworkers knew someone, and he invited me that someone named John Diamond was forming a local league,
I remember that name.
and that's how I got introduced.
Yeah. Cleveland
And look at
Circle.
where everybody is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how'd you
All
start
that's been
growing?
created.
How'd you go from two teams to like an actual league?
I think for that first season, we merged with another pair of teams, so we did have 4 in that first year. But it was very haphazard. We didn't even have uniforms right away. I remember going to a Woolworths and getting
Woolworth.
a dozen red
What?
T-shirts.
Yeah.
So we wore just plain red T-shirts for half the season because I didn't know I volunteered to be the manager, and I didn't know the first thing about ordering uniforms back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone must have connected me, and then we got Phillies jerseys.
So
Yeah.
was it just like a Saturday league, like they said it was? Like you just played on Saturdays, and how did you Did you have to get permits?
Maybe Sundays, but it was definitely only weekends. Yeah, there weren't any night
And then did you
games
always
yet.
just play in Cleveland Circle, or did you have any other fields?
I don't recall the first year. It was mostly Cleveland Circle, one game a week. And then it branched off into inner city Boston, maybe in '94.
Okay.
And it seemed to kind of blow up right away, right? Like, when did the league kind of take off? Where
95, I think there were 6 to 8 teams that third year.
Wow.
Because the Phillies folded after just 2 seasons, and I figured that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a call, I think from John Banchik. By then,
John
Brett Brady was
Banchik,
on the
oh, yeah.
scene, so he formed Ben's Dreams White
White
Sox.
Sox.
Uh-huh.
And then I ended up with a squad that called themselves the Astros, and I ended up with them for 6 years. So I believe in '95 there were 6 to
those
8
guys.
teams. It took off in the third year.
Yeah. Was that Tyler Walsh's Astros
Tyler
or different
Walsh.
Astros? Yeah. I wonder.
I think did Tyler Walsh end up taking over that team?
Yes.
Yeah. It was that
Yeah.
those Astros? Yeah. We ended up merging. Our Tigers team merged with them.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Right.
Back in 2000 something. By the way, we were very impressed that you had your all your stats tracked because 400 hitter only goes back so far.
To '95, I think it started.
Yeah,
nice.
so clearly you had those first couple of years saved on your computer or a spreadsheet somewhere.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Steve, did you keep your own stats then, or what was? I mean, I don't blame you. Like, I think I probably would have done the same. It's easy to write down, 2 for 4 with an RBI or whatever. But is that what you did for most of those early games?
For the first 2 years, I kept the whole team, but I lost all of the teammates that I had for those 2 years. But I had my own because I would print them out. So I had a printout when I think I had a computer crash at some point in the '90s, lost all the saved files, but I had the printout with the batting stats on it.
And back then they were running what, like
Okay.
Windows?
Yeah, no, I think it was
Windows 95.
Lotus 123. I think it
Oh
was called.
wow! So even going further back.
Yeah.
And what were those early days with 400 hitter like? Was it hard to even have teams kind of put in stats? Like that kind of must have taken a little while to kind of get everybody on board, so to speak, too, so that at least
I think
the
there were
stats
some teams that didn't bother putting their
Yeah.
stuff in. I remember Mike Ganley having to constantly chase people. who just weren't doing it.
Well, I remember talking about it with D. Like one of the biggest problems there was when a manager kind of took over was you inherited 400 hitter, but there was no kind of playbook or guidance on how to even use it or set it up. Or so we had talked about putting together a pamphlet or a to-do guide for new managers on how to like maybe use some of this stuff.
Yeah, because we definitely didn't have things like Game Changer yet. 400 hitter was it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Think about everywhere we've come now.
Yeah.
Well, and what's funny is 400 hitter hasn't changed. I mean, he really hasn't made many changes since.
It works as it is.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, there's a lot of changes I would like to implement, but I know he's a busy guy. He's like the lead developer for the Red Sox. Even I think he's like the director now for the IT team. So I'm sure he's a busy guy.
Well, I don't think 400 hitter needs any changes.
Well, we can talk, but
okay.
yeah. I mean, there's things that can be added. And,
there are some quirks, some
All right.
things.
Yeah, and it's developed in like, if you know programming languages like classic ASP, so it makes it hard for him to make changes without getting too dorky and all that stuff.
I think you're already heading that way, Daniel.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That happened fast.
Yeah, escalated quickly.
Also looking for a job, so.
Yes, if you know anyone out there. So you recently played your 300th game, like I said. How special was that? Because I know I had seen you a few weeks before that. I umped one of your Rockies games, and you said that you're just waiting to get into one more game for your 300th, and but you run the team, right? So you really
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
So
Oh, okay.
I don't make the
thought
lineup. I don't make that decision.
Oh, okay.
So I think the Granite State Rockies are in their second year with the BMBL, but prior to that, they existed in a league in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
So when they joined the BMBL, I was with the South Shore Giants, who then folded.
Right.
The Rockies had someone, Mike Bond. I was his teammate on a previous team, the Singing Surgeons.
Right.
So I just contacted him. Hey, do you need an assistant coach? You know, I like to coach first base and then just take an at bat now and then. Because at 55 at the 18 plus level, I'm useless in the field. I don't have an arm, I don't have speed, but I can still put the bat on the ball.
You put up a great at bat, right? Weren't you? You were actually interested. Guys ended up walking off, right? With the.
I'm going to lobby for more playing time next year because I went 1 for 3 with 2 walks.
Boom. There you
So
go.
my OBP this year was 600.
Wow. There you go.
How
I can
about
still
this
get
guy?
on base against these kids less than half my age.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this was.
But generally, I'm not making those decisions. I'm just coaching first, and if the game's not close, they give me an at bat.
I mean, look at that stance.
Right.
Beautiful.
So you got up there though for your 300th hit, or for your 300th plate appearance. What was that like?
You got the game ball.
It was a runaway game. I think we were up 10-1, and I think it was the 6th inning. So we were pursuing a walk-off. I came up with the bases loaded, and the pitcher had just walked the previous 2 hitters. So I'm taking a strike. But it took the 4th pitch for him to throw me a strike. So now it's 3-1, and the 5th pitch went over my head. Not literally over my head, but it was that level of height.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have to swing. And I had a bases loaded walk.
I mean, clearly.
And you obviously knew it was your 300th coming, like walking up.
Yes. Yeah.
You obviously knew, and like, what? But what was that? Like, that's such a milestone.
And did the team know? Did they all know? Your teammates?
They did.
Okay.
But I didn't want them to just put me in some game for the sake of it, especially.
Right.
So this was the right time, and there were some disappointed umpires who were aware of it too. That I want to be on the plate when you do it. So I would be at games where in between innings I'd start heading to first to coach, and the ump would say, "Are you getting in? Are you getting in?" Well, I don't know.
That's
the
so
game's
sweet.
close. Like that's baloney. They should put you in.
I think I said that as well.
Yeah.
I could have been the umpire.
Amazing.
That's wild. I mean, so it's been what?
Oh, sorry.
So 93, so 33 years.
33. Yep.
33 years.
Wow.
That's crazy. And you mentioned the Singing Surgeons. Which is one of the coolest names for a team. But I don't think many people knew the story behind that, the name of that team. Would you like to tell it?
Greg Gallivan, who had previously played for the Orioles, formed that team.
That's Jono.
His late father. There were two rosters. I guess there's a men's adult baseball league in Connecticut that's affiliated with the BMBL. I don't know if they're separate or part of a national organization. So there were two rosters. And his father was a thoracic surgeon, and he was also an opera star. So he was known as the Singing Surgeons. And he passed away some 10 years ago, so Greg decided to form a couple of baseball teams and give it that name.
Yeah.
So our uniforms
pretty good story.
were the light blue, the medical color with the that logo with the snake going around. Yep.
How many surgeons do you think out there that sing opera? Like it's two completely random things.
Yeah, completely separate things. But
yeah,
I never met the man because I didn't know Greg before.
Yeah.
He reached out to me to be his assistant coach. So
clearly he's very talented.
Yeah.
Well, his father was.
Yeah.
I don't know about him.
So who was the commissioner back in '93? Was there a commissioner, or how was that?
I don't think there was.
Yeah,
I don't
Some
even
Sandlot
remember
baseball.
Yeah.
how the schedule was written. I think it was just go to Cleveland Circle at 10 a.m. every Sunday morning, and there'll be another team there.
Yeah.
So what were those early days like playing? So not many teams, and you just got together, got each other's phone number, called each other on the phone, right? Like no texting, email. Did you email? Like how did that happen?
No, it was all by
Carrier
phone.
pigeon?
I was taking the train to games because I was
Oh my
living
God,
in Boston.
that's amazing.
There's a T stop not far from Cleveland Circle, and I would just carry my gear and walk.
Wow.
Not now, like the guys with like 3 bags on wheels and like their coolers
Oh
and
yeah.
all their stuff now. That's amazing.
And even Cleveland Circle, I mean, how different is down there since when you first started? I mean, it's completely different.
I haven't been there recently. I do recall in '93 there was a tree in right field, only about 300 feet from home plate.
Pretty sure it's still there.
That's still there.
That's still there.
Still there?
Yeah.
So the ground rules always included, okay, the tree's a wall, but what if a fly ball just brushes by a leaf? Is that dead, or can we call that an out? And then if you manage to hit a line drive by the right fielder, it could roll up a little slope into the parking lot of what was then a ground round restaurant.
Yes, I remember
That's
that.
fun.
It was a movie theater too, wasn't there? A movie.
It was a movie theater.
Yeah.
I think now on the third base side, an apartment building went up some 15 to 20 years ago. That was not there in '93.
Were the Deaf League playing in left field though?
There was a softball league in left field. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost Gib. That's the Boston Renegades, like a blind baseball league. We had them on the podcast a couple months ago. Didn't know at the time, but found out later that was where they practiced. Yeah, that's just a whole nother story. That's crazy. Baseball's hard enough, as I keep saying. And doing it without the ability to see is crazy to me.
Yeah.
But that was another story. So 93. So you've been on how many different teams?
13.
So how do you keep getting on these these different teams? And how long are you planning to go and play in this league?
Well, the first question, in almost every case, a team folded. So then I would just have to, go on the website, look on the rosters, see who I knew. Usually I would start at the bottom of the standings and work my way up. Because, teams that are 1 and 2 probably don't need any help. Especially once I hit 40 years old, I'm not going to be a starter. And I'm a 250 career hitter. I'm not exactly an all-star here. But usually when you get to the bottom of the standings, those are the teams that maybe have only 9 guys showing up, so they're happy to have me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you know, there are 28 plus and 38 plus. Why did you never make the move up to like?
I
older
did.
division? Oh, you
So
did.
from 2004 to 2014, I played on the 28 plus, and then same year, 2014, I joined a 38 plus, and something happened in 2015 where there was some kind of dispute, and 5 teams, including the one I was on, left the league for another one. So I'm still playing on that team in another league.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I've been playing at the 38 plus level for 18 years. And that's where I get the majority of my playing time. So that's why I'm content in the 18 plus to just take an
Right.
at-bat here and there.
Makes
So
sense.
is that the Babel? Is that the Babel you're on?
Yes.
What team are you on over there?
I'm on the Cardinals in the 38 plus division.
Oh,
with,
okay.
Dick Scolari and
Yep. Okay.
John Giacomides.
Yeah. So I'm playing the 45 plus.
Okay.
In the Babel. Yeah.
My team hasn't jumped to that group, I think, because of the nights that they play on.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
couldn't work into our schedule.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, so I didn't know you're playing over there. So do you have the record for most games played at this point? I meant to check
I don't
that.
think so.
No.
Because if you look at my stats for the last 15 years, I'm only playing between 5 and 10 games a year.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I think if I had to guess, I think Mike Lembo has the record.
Lembo.
Because
Yeah.
I think he did 20 seasons where he was in just about every game.
Right.
So
Actually,
that
I got
may-
drafted with Lembo at Cleveland Circle back in 2002. But he's played more games because I started coaching the Tigers, as I mentioned, and I wasn't playing as much when I was managing. So you're probably right. Him or Brett. I gotta
Or
be
Nell.
up there.
Maybe Brett, maybe Jeff
Nell,
Coveney.
Mike
He was
Nell.
around for a
Mike
long
Nell's gonna
time.
be up there. Our Cov.
So
yep,
We should have
that's-
a trivia night.
I think.
I bet there's
we
at
should.
least 5 other guys that are well over 300.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at
Yes,
it.
yeah, right.
And
Although-
then to answer your other question, how long do I plan to keep going until I physically can anymore?
I love it.
I
The
would
best answer.
imagine at some point I'm going to swing the bat and I'm going to tear a muscle and that'll be the end of it. But you never know. If I start to feel the aches and pains, I want to continue umpiring, so I may hang up my cleats so I don't lose the ability to run.
Yeah.
Because there are umpires in their 70s that are still going. And I want to be one of those guys. So
Okay, so I actually knew the answer to this, but Mike Nell, yeah, he's currently got 491 games.
all right. Is
and
he
I
still
think-
with the Macares? Is he still active?
I think he is.
Well, the next year he's going to hit 500 if he comes back.
I think that's probably his goal. Yeah, he's definitely on the roster, and he's played. Yeah, he's played in 13 games this season. So, yeah, I think he's going for all the records.
Yep.
And it's crazy
Why
because
not?
he's never moved up to the older divisions like ever. I know he's been asked many times. I think I've asked him, and he's like you. He's always just stuck with the 18 plus. And he got into the Hall of Fame a couple years
He's the
ago.
hitter.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's a career 300 hitter and he hits home runs and
Yep.
yeah,
And he grunts.
tough out.
Get the grunt going.
Run.
Steve, did you manage any of those teams?
Yes, I managed the first team, the Phillies. There was a year where I played 1 year with the Rangers. I think it was 2010, where Chad Bessagai and Andy Katz
Yep.
were running
That's-
the team, but
that's
they
right.
didn't want to deal with the administrative duties, so they brought me in to manage. But they folded after that first year that I was there. Those are the only ones. And then since the Singing Surgeons, I've been an assistant.
As me and Danny can testify, it's a thankless job, and it takes a while to kind of realize that you need kind of multiple hands to kind of run a team. It's not just
Yep.
making out a lineup or worrying about who's coming and who's not. You know,
It's also the finances. When I was invited to manage the Rangers, the first thing I told them is I don't want to deal with collecting money.
Yeah, it's pain in the ass.
And
The
with the
worst
Singing
part.
Surgeons,
That's the
Greg Gallivan, he lost money every year because half the guys never paid. And he figured, well, I better
it's the
pony up or
worst.
we don't have a team.
It's the worst.
So I don't want that headache. I want to be the assistant. I'll coach first base. I'll help put the stats in. I'll make the lineup if you want me to. I just don't want to deal with the money.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's one of the hardest parts, you know, and especially a lot of times you have to have the money to kind of front for the team to initially pay the league, and then worrying about getting paid back, chasing guys all year, worrying about umpires, permits. Yeah, it's not.
No, thank you.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Andy Katz because the game I was at today down here in the Cape, I swear to God, the guy was Andy Katz. I'm like, he looked just like him. It wasn't him, but I was like, that would be interesting because I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, he hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah. But I remember playing against those guys.
Some great guys who were initially part of those early teams. So a lot of our former teammates, Tyler Walsh, and you've already mentioned a few. I mean, Nell's been around forever as well. But Mike Allen and a lot of those guys.
Chris Allen. Yeah. So
Chris Allen, I have an interesting Chris Allen stat for you. I don't know if this is true, but I faced him in all three age groups over time, and I don't know if that's ever happened with any other pairing.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just
in
like
the
18, 28
Yeah.
plus.
He also played at all three
Yeah,
age
that's
levels.
right.
and
That's
at
right.
that
Yeah,
point,
that's right.
I took an at-bat against him at all three age levels.
Oh my God. I really think that everybody needs to get together and like just come up with all of these crazy quiz questions. Do you know what I mean? Just like trivia. It should happen on the banquet night.
Well, Brett actually every once in a while on our Facebook page will send out little trivia questions.
Yeah,
like
but I mean like a full-on like team trivia, league trivia at the banquet.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. You can win like a prize.
I'm an ideas girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone will be on their phone,
But
a 400 hitter.
I don't want to manage the money. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But
so go ahead.
Steve, in addition to umpiring and being in the league, you also are the commissioner of the NECBA. So let me get that wrong. And the Colonial Club as well.
Yes.
So how did all of that start for you? So I know that you didn't found the New England Baseball Club, but
Right.
you somehow got into that very soon after its inception.
In the fall of 2000, I got an email from a student at Boston University. The kid said, "We formed a club. We need a manager. Somebody gave me your name." And BU is my alma mater. So at the time, I wasn't aware that the University of New Hampshire had canceled their varsity program. And their longtime coach, Pete Michel, wanted to keep the club alive and found three other schools, including BU, and formed the New England Club Baseball Association. Now, Matt, I know you played under him. I don't know if you were there the first year or if it was what your undergraduate years were.
So I played under him for 2001 and 2002. When I first got there, that was the first thing I wanted to do, right? Where's the baseball team? Who's the baseball coach, right? Shocker. So not soon after, it wasn't too long, I met the captain. His name was Matt Liebenow. And the team was kind of in ruins at that point. You know, they Title IX effects of that had kind of hit the program, and they were trying to figure out a way or a new home because there were too many guys that just wanted to play ball. And Pete Michel was one of them. So I joined the team in 2001, was lucky to play 2 years there. And yeah, we were a part of those early years there. We played BU. What was the other two schools? Was it Southern?
Central Maine. At the time, they were Central Maine Technical College. They're now Central Maine Community College, and the University of New England, who is still with the NECBA. They're the only school that has been with the NECBA for its entire existence. So I coached BU for 2 years. There was no commissioner, but it was like a horse and pony show. We would just call each other up. I'll come to you on the 9th. You come to us on the 16th. And in 2002, there was an incident where in the second year, the University of Maine joined us. And, Pete was still running the program like a varsity team. And he must have had the budget because they chartered a bus. They go up to Orono, and nobody from Maine got umpires. So
it wasn't a bus. It was more of a van.
Yeah. Lost the money they paid for the bus. And we sat in a room one day and figured someone has to be in charge of this thing to make rules and guidelines. And I was the only one in that room. I was not a BU employee. So they figured I would be the most impartial, whereas everybody else was, the director of recreation or the coach of the team. So that's how I became the commissioner in 2003.
So, Steve, were you volunteering your time to coach that BU team?
Yep.
And
I love the game.
So it just came with a lot of responsibilities, though, too, at the time, because, like you said, it wasn't a D1, D3 program. It was a club. Like, what were your responsibilities like in those early days?
All of it, running the practices. The hardest.
And what are they now? Are they D3 now?
No. BU canceled baseball in '97, and it's not coming back.
Bummer. Club
baseball has grown partly because it's too expensive to have a varsity program in New England. Like if you're Boston College, you're putting your whole team on a plane every February and flying to Alabama or South Carolina because they're playing down there.
Yeah.
But for a lot of other schools, they just don't have that kind of budget. And BU decided they were a hockey school. They canceled football in the same year. And Matt mentioned Title IX. You get rid of football, that helps even things out because that's 66 men that you're not giving scholarships to anymore.
And then
I didn't realize they didn't have a baseball team anymore.
But an absolutely stunning field over there. It's one of the finest in the area. And that's kind of the sad part. I know they've used it for other things too, but gorgeous field over there.
I think they're still using it for soccer and field hockey. And graduation ceremonies.
And graduation.
I know, BPS played their all-star game there one year, and I hope they're renting. I hope they're renting it out for good purposes. So
website for the NECBA. It's necba.com, and we need to talk about that website of yours, by the way. I think we need an upgrade, Mr. Pinner.
Yeah, well, you could probably tell that I'm an accountant by trade because it doesn't look like a spreadsheet. I'm not a web designer, but it helped me get that nice, simple address. So that's a big part of the reason why I haven't switched platforms.
Yeah. So how many teams
Dan
right
can
now?
Help you there.
Good.
This year we have 19 members. 16 of them are competing. So they have a regular schedule, full season, trying to make the playoffs. And then we have 3 additional schools that we call them independent members. It's, you're forming a club. You can't commit to a season. We help you set up scrimmages to get you going. So one of those is the United States Coast Guard down in Connecticut.
Oh, cool.
They're just getting going. They can't commit to a 12-game schedule. We're just going to help them play a few games, and then perhaps next year they'll be ready.
Nice.
Steve,
and then Harvard's on there. Sorry, go ahead. I was just looking at the website. I was just saying, and then you have Harvard on there, and then Central Maine Community, like you were saying, community college. And so, because I don't really know how all this works, it's all NCAA rules, right? Is there any difference in rules, or like your umpires that you're getting are those stature?
It varies throughout New England because different states have different rules. I like to put myself on games because it helps me. I travel throughout the fall to attend games, to be a presence, observe. And sometimes I'll put myself on a field because you get a better sense of if that field is safe and what that facility's like. But there are some states where I can't do that because you have to use, Connecticut is very territorial. They even
Well, I mean,
have,
they don't have much, Steve. They don't have much, so give them that. You know.
but if the game's in this county, it has to be this sport. Unless there's no one available, then you're allowed to consult the adjacent one. Whereas other states like Massachusetts, they don't really care. I could go to Boston, I could go to Springfield.
Which is why I've worked a couple of those games.
Yep.
Yeah. You worked a couple, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah.
Hopefully doing more.
Is Linda still working some of those games? Because we were trying to figure out if Angie was like the only female umpire left in like our association or around.
Linda McCarthy did games for us over the past couple of years. Too many, but yeah.
Okay, so I think she's still working, right? I haven't seen her since I did a game with her, one of these games with her last year, 2 years ago. You were curious.
I haven't seen her. I haven't worked with her.
Yeah.
Steve, why the hesitation to add additional schools in the early 2000s? Was it just too much work? Because I do know there were, I'd say, a trickle of kind of programs or schools that kind of lost their programs, in those early years there.
Well, there's different cases. Some of them, they didn't have enough student interest to form a club.
Right.
Some of them joined a national organization. And some of them didn't want to do the traveling because they didn't have anyone near them.
Oh, sorry. I got distraction.
When the University of Vermont canceled their varsity program in 2009, I had to explain to them, I'm going to have to put you on the road 3 times a year because your nearest opponent is Dartmouth. I can't do anything about where your school is located. So you may have, I try to write the game schedule so that no one has to incur any lodging expenses. But when you're in Burlington, Vermont, and your nearest opponent is Dartmouth and your next nearest one is in Massachusetts, I can't help you. You're going to Merrimack. That's
Now, is there any chance that they can meet like in the middle? Like, can you do that, or do they have to be on one of their turfs?
It's possible to do that, but I hate taking a home game away from a school because it helps promote the program.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. But yeah.
Because we don't have any roster restrictions other than that it's an enrolled student. There's no cap. So if you're a school that maybe has only 12 players and you can get a game on or near your campus,
it
that's
makes a lot
great
more
tool to say, hey, we have a baseball club. Come check us out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you saw John Robles' comment, but he said Steve Pinner is a class act human being, beyond grateful for all he does for all. Oh, that Robles. So sweet.
I'm helping
what
him
a
out
gentleman.
with Culture Giants Foundation.
That's awesome. We had them on here a couple episodes ago. They're great. Yeah.
Yeah. Angie just donated a bunch of equipment which was stuck in my trunk for a few weeks.
Ages.
Yeah. We got it out just in time for my trip down to the Cape because I didn't have much room.
Hope you took Jono's car.
No, Jono came separately, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We came down Thursday. Jono, when did you come down? Saturday? You came down yesterday, right?
Let's see, Jono. Jono, get on camera.
Angie wants to see you on camera. He caught three games.
I can't move right now.
He can't. Yeah, he can't really move.
Dead. Okay,
he's
all
icing
right.
his.
Go get the icy hot.
Yeah, he's icing his body.
Very quickly.
Yeah, come on over.
Just a very quick.
Come on over. Yeah.
Try not to knock over the equipment.
Oh, here he comes.
There's not much. Yeah,
there he is. Oh,
there you go.
Hey,
Jono.
Yeah. There he is.
Thanks to him, I've only had to catch one game. Yeah. I did have a couple hits.
Yeah, that boy did.
Well, tell him why, Jono. Because Jono wanted to pitch in our last Metro Red Sox game. He begged me to go out and pitch. And
beg.
After 2 batters, he decided that, he used muscles he hasn't used in a while and had to come out of the game. But you still have a 0-0 ERA.
He killed it at the 100th inning.
Yep, he did. Oh, he pitched in 100
He
innings.
did.
I
He
missed
pitched
that.
in 100 innings. He did pretty well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that. Yeah, that's coming up soon, which is crazy. Have you ever played in that, Steve? The 100 inning game?
I can't. It's in the heart of the club season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Can't
that's
get
true.
away.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, do you mostly just concerned with the falls? I mean, because I know UNH used to have a spring like season and a fall season. So, do you do both or?
In New England, it's really hard to do anything in the spring because by the time it gets warm, it's final exams. Many
Yep.
students over the years have asked, hey, can we do something in the spring? And we just can't run a season because, number one, it's harder to get fields because the high schools are active.
Mm-hmm.
There's still snow on them sometimes. And academically, by the time you get to May, it's finals. So instead, we've been doing just organizing individual weekend tournaments. We find a place that has 2 fields, 4 teams go down, and just play like a double elimination format. And this.
And how many games do they get in this season?
Our regular season is 12. If you make the playoffs, we have 2 rounds for that, where it's like a 6-game double elimination format. So you may play as many as 16, depending on how far you advance. And then in the spring, it's just a matter of if we can get a field and the weather's cooperative, we'll set something up for you.
That's a lot of scheduling on your part. Is that just like your numbers brain is able? Do you just give every team a number and then move them around?
Writing the schedule is one of the hardest things I do.
I can imagine. That's bananas.
So,
and you do it for that and the Colonial. So you're doing it for 2 different organizations.
So there's a lot
Oh my
of
God.
This team can't play Saturday. This team can't play Sunday.
Of course,
so they're not playing
right.
each other this week. So I pair them up separately. And I just plug it all in and make it work.
Hey, ChatGPT is great for that. I actually had to use that for the Cape. I helped Chris Curry with figuring out the Cape tourney. But it even took ChatGPT like 20 times to figure it out with all the stipulations we had to plug in. So, yeah.
It's New York is a little more challenging for the Colonial Club Baseball Association because New York's a big state. It's very spread out.
Yeah.
And I have clumps of teams close to each other. We've got 3 in the Buffalo area. We've got 2 in Ithaca, 3 in Albany. And then there's Colgate that has nobody near them.
Right. I'm looking at it right now. Right. You've got like that clump and then, yeah.
And then when do you guys start? This weekend? Next weekend, Steve?
This coming Saturday is opening day.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep. So I will be going to Franklin Pierce for opening day. I'll be umpiring that series. And then for Sunday, I'm going to go up to Waterville, Maine to meet the folks from Thomas College, who is a brand new program.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And do they come to you with interest, or are you going to colleges and bringing the interest?
Both. I had never heard of Thomas College. They went on the web and found us.
How great.
Oh, wow.
But
They must have really loved your website. Sorry.
Dan's going to keep giving you shit.
No, that was last time. That was last time.
if that's what he's giving me a grief about, I can handle that. But in some cases, I'll look at programs and just check in with them. Are you happy where you are? And here's what we do differently, and go from there.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your umpiring, and as you know, the three of us are fairly new umpires.
Yep.
You've been an umpire, you said, over 20 years now? At this point, how'd you get into umpiring?
2001, yeah. 25 years now.
Yeah.
Yep.
How'd you get into umpiring originally?
I just wanted to learn another aspect of the game, because being an umpire has made me a better coach, better player. Being a coach has made me a better player and a better umpire. It just works all the way around. And, well, the exercise is good. So, you know, in 2001, I just went to my high school, who umpires your game, who assigns your games, and they put me in touch with someone, and that got me started.
And you start with the Central Mass Baseball Umpires Association, or is that where? You start with the Greater Lowell Association.
Lowell.
Right.
By 2010, I was having trouble getting games because there's a board in Lowell and there's a board in Lawrence, which are next to each other. And between the two of them, they had about 300 umpires.
Wow.
So I just wasn't getting assignments. So then the Central Mass board is down in Milford. So I transferred and I was able to get more assignments down. I do a lot of games, Medway, Hopkinton, those towns.
Mm-hmm.
Are they, like everyone else, hurting for umpires right now?
Oh, yes. I think with one exception, every game I did this year was solo.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's actually changed my method because I'm a hammer guy. Because if I'm calling a strike, I don't want to turn to the right and I may miss something. So now it's just straightforward, especially if someone's trying to steal second.
Well, that's how they teach you, like in the pro school. By the way, Wendelstedt, Angie pointed out the other day, they're closing their doors. They're doing one more.
This is their last class.
Which is funny because
the pandemic really gutted the population. The CMBUA had over 200 members, and then after that, we have fewer than 100 because there doesn't seem to be a population of the younger generation to replace the guys that are retiring. Right. And with the pandemic, I think a lot of guys just hung up their cleats and didn't come back.
Yeah.
So,
but why not?
Yeah, I mean, we've asked this a million times to other umpires we've had on the show, but how do you think we fix the shortage issue? I know it's a tough question to answer.
That's a tough question. Yeah. Maybe the route I took. You go through the population of players and coaches. If you love the game, umpiring is just another way to appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's enough information out there because there's been plenty of people I've talked to, and you talk about the amount of money you can make in a weekend. Especially if you like crazy like us doing 5 games a day or 10 in a weekend, like $1,000 in your pocket, right there. But I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, "Oh, it sounds interesting. I might be interested."
Yeah.
Do they go through with it? I don't know, but. And that's kind of why we started this podcast. One of the reasons to try and help the problem and spread the word about. There are obviously a lot of negative aspects to it. Dealing with parents and fans and coaches, but if you can just phase that all out, like the money you can make is really good.
Coaches and players aren't really bad anymore. It's been a long time since I've ejected someone, and when I came close to doing it, it was a spectator.
Spectator, yeah.
They're worse than the players and coaches.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you watched any of our prior episodes, but we have an ejection counter on here. Anytime one of us, ejects player or fan or coach. Obviously the season's pretty much over at this point, but
but she'll be back next season.
And
right,
as we always mention, all 4 of those are currently Gibbs. Angie and I have not popped our ejection cherry yet, but it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. Yeah.
Steve, this is a good question. This is a good question, though, actually, because you're dealing with a lot of collegiate kids now, though. Do you think that the motivation and the desire for the game is still, say, what I had when we were kids? It seemed like there were so many kids that were so passionate about the game anyways that this is why it's kind of carried on. I'm finding that there's certainly not as much.
I think it can be best described as a reverse bell curve. So 25 years ago, there was interest. Remember 94, there was no World Series and baseball took a hit. I think in the early 2000s, it got revived a bit. And then it kind of waned maybe around 2010 when field hockey became more popular.
Mm-hmm.
And now it seems since the pandemic, it's growing again. I would even credit that to an extent to the World Baseball Classic. It's becoming a world game. I've been a fan. I've been attending. I went to Phoenix in 23. I went out to Tucson in March for the qualifiers. People are falling in love with this game again, and now it's happening all over the world.
I think the Savannah Bananas, I think honestly, are going to bring about a bunch of like a crop of new players. And they actually started like a Banana Ball Little League. I don't know if you guys heard about this. So there's a Banana Ball Little League where they play Banana Ball rules, and they're teaching kids how to play Banana Ball
the trick plays.
And not baseball. But they're teaching them the trick plays and playing by Banana Ball rules. And I think the big difference, and this is what I say, I think every podcast that we do and talk about this, is that when we were kids, baseball was fun. And over the years, and even going to games was fun. And over the years, it's become more and more and more monetized. And it's more and more expensive, and it's not as fun. And there's more aggression and all of these expectations because you're paying tons of money for the players. And really, the joy of playing sandlot baseball is gone from baseball. Yeah. You know, the hometown players going to see certain people. And like it just became this trading and making money thing. And once they did that, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a Red Sox game in close to 10 years.
Yeah. I go maybe once a season now, and it's just so disappointing every time. I used to go to every game I could go to.
I'll tell you, when I was in Tucson in March, that last game between Brazil and Germany was one of the best games I've seen in a long time. And
yeah, I believe it.
Because they're not paid millionaires. They're actually trying to develop and win that game. And they care about it. So they're running out ground balls. And
this is why I love college basketball. So I can't watch NBA, but I can watch college basketball. Agreed. It's just so different. And I love it.
But I was going to say earlier, when, I was going to ask a similar question. But back in the 18s when Gib and I used to play, I remember we used to have like 16 teams, and you'd have like rivalries. Like the Red Sox, Yankees had rivalries. We had rivalries in the 18 plus. Like they would be intense. And now umpiring a lot of those games, it's not there. There's that intensity, and it's just not there. It's sad because it wasn't that long ago that we played, and we would get up for those games, and especially with certain teams you played, you get juiced up and ready to, there was definitely like huge rivalries between a lot of teams, and even a lot of the, leagues across Boston. You just don't have that anymore. It's sad. I'm glad we, grew up in the generation we did with that, because, you just don't get that anymore. And when I'm umpiring, it's like, come on, I just want to like squeeze it out of these kids, like let's go, like. It's just sometimes. But seems like they're just
every
there.
So often you see it though, right? Like there are definitely some teams that every so often I'll see just like this unbridled love for the game, and I'm just like, don't lose that, don't lose that.
Yeah.
Right? Because for some kids, it's like my mom signed me up for this. I'm here because I had to get off my, my phone or whatever. But some kids, like I think like the Middlesex Reds, for example, they've got a great program, and those kids are all about baseball. And I love doing those games.
And they have great coaches, Joe Chiodo and Johnny Hayes. We're actually playing in the finals. We're playing. They play with the Townies. We're playing them in the finals. But the coaching is everything for those types of teams, because they respond to.
There's definitely a love for the game at Cooperstown Dreams Park.
So I wanted to bring that up. So you joined the Mass Little League Association.
Just last year. Because I wanted to work the World Series someday.
Which would be awesome.
Not an easy process, because first I had to figure out what my district was. And it's not as simple as going to a website, plugging in where you live, and okay, you're in District 4. It took me 3 years to connect with this group to find out how do I even get started.
Wow.
So I wanted to do this. It came to me during the pandemic when I had all that time to sit at home and do nothing. And it wasn't until 23 that, yep, this is the organization. Every March they have a clinic at Tufts University. And then that's how I found out I'm in District 13. This is my assigner. And then I started getting games.
And you've worked
So what
at
did you think of that controversial play, that last controversial play that happened?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that one where one
I
of the
did not.
umpires called foul? Oh, you didn't see that? Oh, you should do some
No.
homework and get back to
Okay.
us.
Yeah.
I do know that once you say foul,
Don't
the
let 'em
ball's
in.
dead even if you're wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
the home plate umpire said fair, and the third base umpire said foul at the same time, and the kids were really confused, and a run scored, so it was a big deal, and nobody knew what was going on.
That's why you have a pregame conference, so you know who's taking the calls.
So I have a pregame conference.
And I think you had it right. The play that Matt talked about before I came on. If there's an automatic out for an empty space, then the correct batter was up. So you have
Yeah.
2 outs.
So you
I
worked
love
in
being
the
right.
Cooperstown Dreams Park, right? You've been doing
Yes.
that.
I've been 15 times now. I just go
Oh,
one week
that's
a year
awesome.
because I'm still working. There are retired guys that spend the whole summer there. I
Yeah.
don't know that I'd ever want to do that because you are off the grid. You're up in the mountains. It's
Yeah.
actually not in Cooperstown. It's in Milford, which is the adjacent town.
Right
Mhm.
off the highway.
But
I got asked to do that this year, and I couldn't do it because I work in a school, and it was like end of the year or whatever, and I couldn't go. But I was so bummed. Next year, if I can do it, I'm taking time
yeah,
off.
there are more teams than there are umpires. So if you want to go, they'll connect you with someone because now
Yeah.
they have an umpire portal where you can go on their website, check off the weeks you're willing to work, and then they'll contact you. Okay, I've got a team from Tennessee that wants to go week 6.
That's
Here
so
you go.
cool.
Yeah.
And so a team sponsors you, and then you go out as their what? As their kind of honorary official?
Yes, but you don't work any of their games.
Yeah, right. Sure. You just work the tournament that they're in.
Yeah. And you get assigned to a crew and you're working on the same field all week. Sometimes I've been a crew chief, sometimes I'm not.
And
Mhm.
and Steve, correct us if you're wrong. You're not getting paid, right? These are all volunteer positions, right?
Usually with your sponsor team, you may make an arrangement where they give you a stipend to cover expenses. Because there are teams coming from California. I live only 3.5 hours away, so I can just drive on my own. And the team that sponsored me was from Tennessee, so they flew into Albany. And then I just met them at the park. But a team from California, they may buy the plane ticket for their umpire
Mhm.
and then give them a few $100s, to cover meals. And so you just make
Mhm.
your own arrangement with your team.
Mhm.
Now the Little League World Series is a little different, though, right? Those.
I don't know much about it yet because I haven't even done a regional tournament yet. So I'm just working my way up.
So from what I've learned from speaking with Tommy Clues, right? Yes, is that's kind of is the you've alluded to the process is you hopefully get a regional game, and then from a regional game you get what's after that a district game, or I'm not really sure, but there's a tier or process, right? You kind of
Right.
work up towards, and with hopefully the idea of eventually getting the chance to work these bigger games, but
They told me when I got started to expect it to take at least 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did you start? How many years ago?
Just 2 years ago.
So you got 8 to go. All right.
Yeah.
That's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
one of the biggest things, the biggest fascinations I found when I was watching the World Series this year is the mechanics of the umpires. If you looked around, right, they're all the same, and there is no deviation. Your strike is right here, and that's it. And they're real meticulous about that, right, Steve? Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes, so I've attended 2 of these clinics at Tufts University now, and that's one of the exercises where they have this big indoor field and they just line you up. Here's how you're going to call a strike. Here's how you're going to signal a foul ball, and then we demonstrate it. So yeah, they want everyone calling things the same way. There is some leeway, like, a strike three punch out. There's some room for your own individual style, but ball strike, foul tip, foul ball, they want you all doing it the same way.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen training videos from the Wendelstadt school. Like, they're all literally, like, in unison, like, doing all of the...
Yeah.
And Angie's going to be using Jen Powell's strike three.
I am. That's going to be my jam.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's got a good one.
She's got a good one. I like it.
Intense. It's like...
Yeah. Well, and then she does that, like, lean back. It's almost like a dance. I like it. I feel like she clubbed. She was in clubs. She was shaking it. I can totally tell.
Strike three call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it.
Because I've been a hitter many times, I have a hard time, like, showing up the batter too much. But I know that that's a favorite call of a lot of umpires.
Yeah.
You're there to call strikes and outs so that you're not there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, strikes and
those
outs.
kids swinging the bat.
Yeah,
Right.
as we've learned.
And I didn't learn that until I started taking the umpire classes. And it light bulb went off. It's like, oh, that makes sense. That's why we get those umpires who call those balls 6 inches off the plate. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't realize they teach you to call more strikes, get the offense going.
Get the game finished, get those kids moving in and out.
Yeah.
And I think it took me a couple games before I was like, everybody is walking. Okay, we're done here. I'm opening up the zone.
Yeah.
And I would just tell both coaches, like, tell them to swing because we're going.
Current NBA
But then they hit
president.
it. But then the kids hit it. The kids will hit like weird shit, and I'm like, see, you just gotta try instead of trying to walk.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially little league kids. Some of them are just timid. I've seen so many kids like crying.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I know. I feel so bad for them.
I probably did too when I was their age. Shit, I still cry when I make it out.
I'll hold you, Dan.
And I broke my bat last game, which is very sad.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
You know what breaks bats, right?
What
Bat
breaks
swings.
bat?
Bat swings.
Thanks, Ange. Thanks.
Well, tape it up and give it to the South Shore Giants Foundation.
That's true. Well, actually, Russ said he thought he could fix it up for me. I don't know what he does, but he thought he could fix it up for me. It wasn't a terrible break, but...
No, I had one summer where I broke 7 bats in the cages.
Yikes.
7 bats one summer. Yeah, so bad swings. I had to correct that quickly because I moved from the fast to the extra fast, and just shattered at the Orange Dinosaur. Shattered.
Is that the one in Revere on Route 1?
That was one in Saugus on Route 1.
Saugus, yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh, I love that place. I know.
That place was the best.
Such a shame they got rid of that.
Zach and I had every single one of our first dates there for like 8 months.
And did you play the mini golf
Yep.
too? Yeah.
No, we would play for hours.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And then go get smoothies. That was our date
That
life.
was the best.
Yeah.
That was the best.
They're all closed too now. It's
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah, even that one in Woburn that was like behind the pizza
Gone.
place or whatever, Ironwood. Yeah, they're all gone.
Ironwood, yeah.
Yep, all of them. I was driving the other day though with somebody, and I saw one, and I like squealed, like audibly was like, oh my god, there's a batting cages, and everybody looked at me, and I can't remember where I was, but I was so excited that I saw batting cages.
Yeah.
It's just not around here.
Yeah, you can't find them anymore. And you've seen the crazy batting cages in Japan? They have like real life pitchers like throwing at you. Like it's
right out of the hole.
crazy.
It's very weird though.
Yeah, it is weird, but it's probably helpful.
Yeah,
well,
because that was the thing about the Iron Mike was that you could see the wind up, then the release, and that's why the ones at the Dinosaur were so good.
Yeah, and then I thought
because these ones that shoot from the middle, I'm like, I gotta time the person putting it in.
The Toronto Blue Jays, I guess they can set the any pitcher. They can like basically replicate any MLB pitcher, like the arm angle, the exact pitch that they throw.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like Paul Skeens throwing something at you?
Yeah.
MVP?
So and apparently their home record is much better than their away record. I saw a video about it. They can literally replicate any pitcher. And exactly how their pitch and how he throws it over the top.
First place for a while.
Technology, man.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, it's taken over.
You're playing Milwaukee right now. That could be the World Series.
Hey,
And then walk.
Very, very well could be.
you never know. You never know. And yeah, and Jen Paul did a Paul Skeens game the other day playing the Red Sox. Yeah, crazy.
Sick.
Good stuff. Well,
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Where are we? I lost track. We got off track.
I don't know. I'm just
neither.
I'm personally looking forward to the barbecue that I have waiting.
I know. Are you
me.
dying?
I'm not dying. I love
How many
the
games
podcast.
did you play and umpire today, or just play?
No, I umpired. I just did the one game because they had the schedule out already. But the organizer and assigner, he had scheduled himself for like 2 back-to-back plates at one of the fields. So he's like, yeah, if you want to take my first one, I'm fine with that. I'd rather not do back-to-back plates. So,
And then
Yeah,
Steve, sorry, how long have you been umpiring? Sorry. was just
Since
looking-
01, so 25 years.
Okay, and then what do you? It's just usually high school or club ball, or what's your schedule in the year?
High school in the spring, some Babe Ruth in the summer, and some Little League, and then club in the fall.
Okay, and are you really going to kind of just hone your little league skills so that you can kind of just take that track, or are you still going to do whatever?
I'm still going to continue to do them all.
Yeah, yeah. And do you have any desire to move up as far as college, or you're just on this? I want to do the World Series, Little League World Series.
That's priority number one.
Yeah, that's awesome. How
Yeah.
did that get in your head as a thing? Because I feel like most people want to do college and move up, and you are Little League. How is that? How did that come to be?
I guess just from watching Little League World Series games,
Really?
The fans and the excitement, and it reminds me of Cooperstown a little.
yeah.
So I'm used to that environment.
Yeah.
And that Dreams
I really
Park
want
is
to do
something
one of
else.
those games. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, Steve, I remember asking Tommy the same thing, and he would break it down with one word: passion. It's all where our passion is. And you could tell with those guys doing the World Series, they're passionate about Little League baseball. And as they should be, because those kids deserve the best too. So kudos, man. Good luck. I look forward to
Yeah,
hearing
that's so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we hope to see you on ESPN.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Because, a
I
couple
know him.
of our fellow umpires, like Mikey Hinojosa, he's been on ESPN3. He's done D3, or ESPN Plus, rather. He's done D3 games. Our friend Carl is starting to do Cape, COD games.
Yep.
So
I think there was a Massachusetts guy in Tucson doing one of those qualifying games too.
Oh,
yeah?
really?
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool. That's cool. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see you on there one day. After you play in your 400th.
I know,
18 plus
right?
Well,
You got to catch up
Planning
to
on the
Nell.
next 100 games is just as fruitful.
You got to catch up to
Yeah.
Nell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing forever. But yeah, you guys have anything else for our
I was
friend
just looking
Steve?
over some of the questions. No, Steve, you've been a wonderful guest. I think all of
Yes,
this
you
is so
have.
interesting
Yeah,
because you just have so many hats on in this world, and you have a real job. But you have so many jobs in baseball. I mean, does
Yeah.
your family ever miss you? Do they ever say "Hey, are you still there?" You come home for Christmas, right, or whatever you
Well-
celebrate. But
I'm kind of a solo act in that regard.
oh, okay, so you get to do you, but
Welcome to my
that's
world.
amazing.
Yeah.
we're married. We're married to
Well-
baseball.
My parents made it to 102 in 96, so I can't complain.
Wow.
Good for them.
That's
Wow.
incredible. That's the
So-
dream right there.
You got good genes. Good
Good
genes.
genes. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on all of this. And and knowing kind of having a track and then creating these, these leagues for other people to play baseball who it seems like they might not have been able to otherwise, and that you took the helm on that. That's awesome. Everybody needs somebody who is willing to do that work because I'm not and I want to play. So it's always nice to have somebody who's like, I got that.
Yeah,
It's a labor of love, and maybe the
Right.
best part is I get to watch baseball games without the stress of caring who wins.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But just excited that they're both playing. Like
Yep.
that's awesome. Yeah.
The team showed
That's
up, the
awesome.
umpires showed up, we're good to go.
Yeah.
And it's not
Have
raining.
fun.
Speaking of
Totally.
which, when you do the scheduling for umpires, think of us.
Absolutely, please.
Yeah. We are here.
I'm currently unemployed.
Well, as you know, I
looking
do
for
have a
work.
Massachusetts guy, so he's already working on that.
Right.
So I'm sure he'll be in touch.
Mr. Ed Macarelli.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I saw that on the website.
Yeah, we've all worked with him. He does a lot of my Babel games as well.
I wouldn't be able to do the NECBA without him because he doesn't just assign umpires; he gets fields for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And those are
that's
nice
huge.
fields they play
Yeah.
on. A lot of those are beautiful
Yeah.
fields. Yeah.
Those fields in Massachusetts, that's all him doing that work.
Yeah. Well,
crazy.
shout out to Ed.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
Well, Mr. Pinner, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks so much.
And
yeah,
Thank you.
for joining us.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. And
I have
everything
some
that you
research to do because if I heard correctly last week when you had Chris Curry on,
Yes.
I believe he said he was 55 turning 56 in December. Well, so am I. So I'm curious now if we have the exact same date of birth.
Oh, snap.
It's funny you say that because I was born in December, and I was like, how did I not think to ask him what his birthday is? But
Well,
I'll
we
see
may
him.
be the
I'll see him
same
tomorrow.
year, 'cause we're both 55.
Right. That would be crazy.
So I'm the 18th, so I got to
okay.
find out
I'm the
if
12th.
we have the same day.
12,
I did know
12.
someone when I was a teenager who had the exact same
Exact
day,
same
but
birthday. Yeah. I'll have to ask him. I'll see him tomorrow.
maybe I know someone else.
My
Wait a
father was
minute.
the 19th.
I'm looking right now.
Oh, yeah, that may be on the website. I didn't think to look there on the
I'm just
roster.
looking on Facebook. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not connected on Facebook. I only know him as an opponent.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, shout out
December 22nd.
20.
I'm
That's
4
my
days,
sister's
so 4
birthday.
days older.
That's my sister's birthday.
You were both born in December?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Different.
kind of sucks as a kid because you're so close to Christmas. You get the 2
Yeah.
for 1 and
Mm-hmm.
no
Yeah,
parties with
hosed, right?
classmates.
Yeah,
but
right? Yeah.
My kids were both born in May. There was some math had, so May was a good month. Well, when you're a teacher, you want to get as much summer as you can.
Yeah.
So
I saw a graphic not too long ago. I believe September 21st is the most popular birthday in the United States right now.
Yeah, I
just
saw
that.
something.
yeah,
Yeah, I did
you
too. I
guys
saw that
realize
too.
why, right?
People be getting it on at
Yeah,
Christmas.
let's get
And
it
it's
on.
winter time
home.
and everyone's cold.
Yeah.
And then I think whatever the one that follows Valentine's Day is the second.
Yeah, all those
Yeah.
hormones are up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That would be around Thanksgiving, or a little before Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My birthday's in September, so thanks for that. I have stuff to think about tonight.
Well, Steve, we appreciate your time and appreciate you being
Absolutely.
on the
Thanks
show.
so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Mr. Penner.
I'm
I
sure we
be
will see
tuning
you
in for
soon.
the next one.
Oh, absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Who do we have on next, Dan? Who's coming next?
I don't know. We have
Is it Jack?
Jack September 14th.
Okay.
And hopefully maybe Carson Lund. He got back to me. I'm waiting for him to get back to me.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. The director of the EFIS
Correct. Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Good times.
Okay.
Yeah. But thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm always hearing from guys, oh, this is an umpire podcast, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not just an umpire podcast. We just happen to have many umpires on the show, and the three of us are now umpires. So, but it's not specifically.
And we're called Fielder's Choice, but no, it's you know.
Yeah. But thank you, sir. We appreciate you coming on, and I'll see you soon.
Have a good rest of your night.
Now the Rockies in the
Thanks for having
playoffs. Are
me.
you guys in the playoffs, or
Thank
did you
you.
not? Did you not
We
make the
just
playoffs?
squeaked in.
Oh, you
so,
did?
We have a playing game
Oh, that's right.
Wednesday
You got the
night.
wild card. Yep. So
Yep.
good luck.
Right.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
All right.
And if the manager's smart, he'll put you in the lineup, Mr. OBP.
Well, I'm not eligible for the playoffs with only 5 appearances.
that's right.
Oh,
Gotcha.
right.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Still
Well, I
playing
happen
in
to
the-
know. I happen to know the commissioner, so maybe we can work something out.
All right.
All right, Steve. Have a good
Thank
night,
you.
sir. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
All right.
All
Thank
right. Good night,
Bye.
Mr. Pinner. Good stuff. He's awesome.
Good stuff. That was fun. So many, just so many things. Like so busy.
Yeah.
Just another guy that has a similar journey to ours. You know, just
That's
a
right.
little different.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be
Been around
awesome.
a
I think
little
it. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I think it's so interesting that he is on this track to go do the Little League World Series. Like, I would
Yeah.
never have thought of that,
Yeah.
or that it would take so long to do it. It's like the same track to do college. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's gotta be nerve-wracking, like being on ESPN, like
Oh. Oh
millions
yeah.
of people can
Especially
watch.
after like that whole thing. Yeah. That happened this year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'll be well, at least there's instant replay, so you can see if
Yeah,
you
but
get
it wasn't
calls.
so much that they made a mistake. It was that there was nothing they could do
Right, yeah.
after that. You know what I mean? Like it was
right.
like that was
Yeah, that was
kind
a
of crappy.
blunder.
Yeah, a little bit. I've been trying to find it. Do you guys know? Is there an umpire schedule for the MLB? Because I really need to get tickets to one of Jen's games.
I don't think they post.
I don't think there is
like
either.
that.
Like, how
What?
would I get that?
I
information.
think they have an idea where they're kind of scheduled to be, depending on the series. But I don't think that they make that information kind of public. to
I don't
everyone
think
else.
so either.
But if you like
So you
clicked
just have
on
to
a,
get lucky?
like, a specific game, like on ESPN or whatever, would it show who the umpires are?
It might show that night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah, like
times.
it's not going to show until after like
The box
tickets
and the
are
box
sold.
score
Like,
sometimes.
yeah.
Right. Interesting. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm going to find that out.
I'm glad he mentioned Curry because, of course, last week Curry mentioned Ted Williams. So I went and found my plaque.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
there it
You
is.
Yeah.
Nice.
So watch what I'm gonna do here, right? Because this is what my old man used to tell me. All right. So
Yeah, I've seen this. This is a secret compartment.
Oh, what?
so yes, this is all legit, right? There's Ted.
Yeah.
All right. It's not very good, but it's awesome. Yeah. But
And that's a legit signature, right?
I'm gonna prove it to you right now.
Yeah, no, you got something
Yeah.
even better. Yeah, it's
All right. So behind is this.
but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Wow.
It's hard to see. Hold on, I can blow you up. Hold on. Yeah,
It
Red Sox
says-
stationery.
It says, "Dear sir, I couldn't make out your name, so I'm returning your check and hope you get it. Hope you got your ball and photo. Ted signed the photo while he was walking. Johnny Pesky."
Yeah, check out that old stationery.
Wow. And look at that, like, handwriting.
Yeah, right.
Nobody does that shit anymore.
Nobody writes cursive
No one writes like that anymore.
It's pretty awesome, huh?
That's amazing. Yeah,
That
that's
is
awesome.
cool. That is cool. Good stuff.
What a
Cool
fun little
stuff.
piece of history.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I had to go find that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any cool collectible stuff like that.
I don't need. Zach has a Mickey Mantle signed ball,
He does. Damn.
and he has a Ricky Henderson.
I know where you live.
It's true. You do.
That's pretty cool. How do you get that?
I think his mom
Oh,
bought it for him, and then his brother got him the Ricky Henderson one when he got his 300th stolen base.
oh damn. That's
Yeah.
cool. That is cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
but we actually have a wall of bobbleheads too, so we do have that as well. And I had a bobblehead made for Zach when we were dating, so he has his own bobblehead too.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And, oh, shout out to Johnny Hayes. He also got his 300th hit just a few days ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a
so, yeah.
season.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
300s. A lot of 300s lately.
Yep.
Put a little collage together at the end of the year. dude.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I can't keep track with all these graphics and these records.
Dan, I really think that your niche should be making baseball websites. Like, you need to start like just getting in touch with all of these leagues and all these people and just making baseball websites.
Well, that's where 400 hitter comes in.
Yeah.
You know, because if you can improve that product, you can, you know, start selling it. And that's the thing. He doesn't realize he's got like, you know, this product. You could right now. It's just local leagues in Boston that's mostly using it, but you could improve it so much and sell it. I mean, look at how big Game Changer is. You know, you already have the engine there, and you can just make
I
improvements.
know somehow
to
they
it.
merged, and then you could like compute them. Yeah, I don't
There's
know
so
what
many
that.
leagues that doesn't even use stats. You know, you
Yeah.
can
I was gonna
sell
say,
it
what
to
do other leagues use?
a lot of
Like
them
even
don't.
hockey, and yeah, they don't.
Well, Yawkey uses 400 hitter, but yeah, it's just like a lot of the local leagues around here use it, but he's never really pushed it, you know, outside of Massachusetts. Maybe a couple of leagues in New York, but other than that, yeah, he's got a gold mine. And yeah, we talked to him some years ago about kind of helping out, taking it over, and he was all gung-ho about making these, and then I guess he just got too busy, but yeah, I mean, if you divide it out by the number of teams in the league, it really comes out to nothing that we would charge these leagues. But I don't know. I mean, I would love to. Trust me, it's.
I think you should.
I mean, they don't charge our team very much, anyways, to use it, right? Like,
right. Yeah, per
something
team it
pretty
comes out to
minimal
nothing. Yeah,
anyways.
it comes out to like nothing. But yeah, then I had the idea to start like a new one, but it's all the historical data. That's for leagues who've already been using it for years. That's where the challenge comes into play a little bit. But for the newer leagues that have never used stats, you're starting from scratch, and that, you know, that's a little easier. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a thought on my mind.
I'm gonna hope that Game Changer doesn't just run away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That too.
I mean, but there's a lot of stuff that they don't do. Like, you know, integrate with Facebook and social media. You know, you can't integrate it on a website right now. And you know, a 400 hitter, you have to manually enter the stats. You know, if that could have all be automated, how cool and easy would that be?
So cool.
To never have to enter a stat anymore.
You're awesome.
But a lot of people don't like doing the Game Changer thing, and you have to kind of like learn. And some people old school. They like writing in the book.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to use an app.
And also, Game Changer gets kind of like the stream isn't always perfect either, and you kind of miss things. So, I mean, I think that there's a lot of room for improvement all around. But if you're keeping stats, I think that, you know, you're going to have to figure out a new way or a better way than 400 hitter.
I couldn't agree more.
So I know that this isn't baseball related, but it is Dave Matthews related, and I have to talk to my fellow Gibby. Gibby, did you see the Gorge?
Are you kidding
They
me?
played.
I was up
Did you
till
watch
2
it?
a.m.
Dude, when did you realize? When did you realize?
At the end?
Oh, did you realize?
Maybe, we got probably halfway through, maybe.
Yeah.
Stay-ish.
Yeah, I was like right before Spoon, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I like pulled out my my phone, and I was like looking at everything. Oh my God, I was dying. Anyways. Okay.
He played a whole album.
He played the entire album, start to finish.
Wow, I thought you were gonna start talking about your underoos.
No. No. Anyways.
Not tonight.
No, not tonight. Special occasions only. Maybe when Jack's on. Because you know that people throw panties at Jack, right? When he's on stage.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So we'll connect with that.
But yeah, we'll let you know who our guest next week is going to be. Jonah, you interested?
Yep.
Being our guest next week? No, he said no.
I told you, Johnny.
He said
Johnny McGee. He wants us to get Johnny McGee on.
we can't. Oh yeah, we can't do it next weekend though. We have to do it at a different time because we have dinner next Sunday, guys.
Oh, that's true.
So we might have to figure something else out.
That's right.
Because it's not going to be at 8 p.m.
Jonah's hosting.
Unless we film it and then show it.
Big poker tournament. We got friends coming in from all over.
Oh yeah,
California.
Right. Johan.
And Jonah lives
they're in New Mexico. New Mexico and California. We got peeps coming.
Yeah,
I got money to win.
That's right. It's going to be fun.
Yep. Can't wait.
So maybe we'll have a show. Or maybe we'll do a different night. We'll see.
Yep. We can post pictures on our Facebook page of Let's Play Poker.
Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, if you're interested in watching the finals of the Cape Cod Classic, I'm gonna be live streaming at least the 28 plus game, and that's at noon. We'll see if we can. I'll take it. He wants me to drink the Fireball. We'll do that off.
You
off
might
air. Yeah.
You're gonna make Jono
Peer
sad.
pressure.
It's been a while since
Yeah.
we've had some Fireball. Actually,
Yeah.
how about if we win the championship, we'll do some Fireball.
No, to finish this episode.
Oh, we're about to finish
He's gonna make
the
you do it
episode.
tonight.
We're about
Yeah.
to finish the episode.
All
All right. Yeah. So that's it.
right, guys.
Wish us luck.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
luck
good
tomorrow,
luck,
guys.
buddy.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Thanks.
Yeah, have the best time.
Are we doing this?
18 in the
All right.
books.
I guess we're doing this.
18 in the book.
It's
Oh,
not
they're
even-
doing it. Yeah,
you gotta do it. You gotta do it on camera.
No, right here. With you.
All right. You can't see it. You can't see it. Get over here. You're gonna make me do this. You gotta do it.
All right.
We gotta do
I'm
it
getting
together.
Dan to take a fucking shot finally.
That's right.
Sorry, I cussed.
That's right.
It's all right. We're all from
Cheers.
Boston.
Go Thunder. Let's go.
Cheers, guys. Go
Go
Thunder.
Thunder.
Come on, all at once. Open up that throat.
Atta boy.
That a baby.
Just like college.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's minty.
Minty. The cinnamon.
I mean,
It's
cinnamon.
Fireball. I once had a friend. So you guys know where I live in. I live in Somerville, and I'm from Somerville. And Somerville is now gentrified. So it went from like old school Somerville to like new Somerville. So I have a friend who is new Somerville, and we were talking about Fireball, and he was like, "Angie, you're better than Fireball." And I was like, "I'm from here. Fireball is my shit."
Well, I'm drunk.
People
I
don't
don't know
know.
I don't know how to end the show anymore.
Just say it. See you next
Say
time. Bye.
night,
Yeah.
night, dude.
Night, night.
You're drunk after one shot, man.
I don't drink
Like,
much these days anymore. I'm an old man.
Looking good, Don.
I know,
Looking
cheap
good.
date.
Cheap date indeed.
All right.
All right,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Well, we'll see you next
See you
week.
later.
Hopefully, as
Next
new
week.
champions.
Happy
Yes.
Sunday. Good luck, Don.
All right. Appreciate it.
Buy me a t-shirt.
All right.
I like them. All right. Bye.
All right. Good night, guys. Bye bye.
Good night, guys.